Guys, this is going to be a more serious video. I'm filming this video right now on Monday, March 16th at almost 6 o'clock p.m. And I just got word that Mr. Wes Watson is most likely going to be arrested within the next 24 hours. He has laid hands on his girlfriend, Megan. It is really bad. She has a black eye. She has a cut on her forehead and, scrapes all over her face. I do have evidence of these things, but obviously I'm not going to be able to show them. I'm also checking online to see when he's going to be arrested because I can't post this video until he has, because obviously he could retaliate and do something to her. He's already hurt her, battered her, completely battered her black and blue. So there's no telling what this motherfucker is going to do next. This guy is crazy, absolutely unhinged right now. And thank God Megan has decided to press charges. I am so thankful and proud of that. But let me tell you what happened and what led to this whole thing. So the other night, as you guys may have seen, Megan decided to go to the Heat game, basketball game with her girlfriend. And Wes saw that and he was pissed. He was blowing her phone up nonstop, calling her a million times in a row, as we've seen him do in the past. He started threatening her. He literally told her, if you don't get your ass over here right now to Habibi, because he was, going to the club, fucking Habibi, doing God knows what, showing off to everybody that he has a girlfriend, a fiance now or whatever. Like, dude, who even cares? But calling her nonstop, threatening her to get her ass over there, and if she didn't, there was going to be a fucking problem. He also threatened other members of her family, saying that they were also going to be done for. He was saying things like he was going to cut her tits off of her body since he decided to pay for them. And so Megan kept telling him she didn't want to go. She did not want to go to Wes's house, but since he was threatening her and threatening other members of her family, she decided to go. Now, was that a huge mistake? Yes, of course, but that still doesn't excuse his actions and what he decided to do to her, and shouldn't be used as a reason to, blame her for what happened to her. Now, when Megan got to Wes's house, he then posted that video on his story pretending that they were happy and in love still together, showing off, that she was there at his house with the ring still on. By the way, I did get to the bottom of the whole ring thing, but that's a little less important right now. We'll get to that later. Now, when Megan got to Wes's house, they were already fighting prior to her arriving, but when she got there, the fight obviously got worse, and he decided to hold her hostage, didn't let her leave, and then proceeded to literally beat her ass. Yes, he beat her ass, you guys, in front of Jose and the bodyguard. I do want to make that clear, and shame on both of them, because they watched this entire thing while Megan was screaming, crying, begging people to help her, begging the people who were around to step in and help her, and they did absolutely nothing. Real men, these guys are, right? Now, like I said, Megan was held hostage there. She was not allowed to leave. Wes was completely freaking out, but she finally got to the ER. Megan finally got to the ER, and when she arrived, she obviously had a black eye, like I said, gashes all in her forehead, blood, looked like it needed stitches. I'm not sure. I'm obviously not a medical professional. It could have just been, crusted up blood, and then some scrapes on her face. It was very obvious, very clear that she had been beaten. And before I wrap this up, I just want to make a few things very clear. First of all, I just really want to drive home the point that Jose and the bodyguard were there, because I feel like they're going to get away with this scot-free, and I can't have that. They witnessed what happened and did absolutely nothing. Second, this happened while Megan was recovering from surgery. As we talked about in previous videos, she had surgery, so at this point, she was at her most vulnerable, and that's when Wes chose to hurt her. That alone says everything about his character, and notice the pattern. He never goes after anyone his own size or bigger, unless of course he has a whole group of friends behind him. That tells you exactly who he is, and I really want you guys to think about this for a second. This all happened over a basketball game. A basketball game, you guys. She went out, spent time with a friend, tried to enjoy herself, and this was his reaction. Now, ask yourself, is that a normal response? Because if this is how he reacts to something so small, so insignificant, what happens later on when real problems come up? When the relationship gets more serious, when arguments get more intense, when life actually starts to get complicated? If this is his reaction to that, what does escalation look like? Especially when there's already threats involved
involved? How far is this guy willing to go? That's the part that should really make you stop and think, because this didn't happen over something major. It happened over something small. And that's exactly what makes this whole thing so concerning. He's already proven that he's unhinged, he's dangerous, he's violent. What happens to the next girl if Wes actually gets away with this? That's the scary part. He treats women like they're material possessions, and just because he was the idiot who decided to pay for plastic surgery, now he feels as though he owns it and he's threatening to cut her boobs off. Are you crazy? This guy has gotten away with this insane, unhinged behavior for way too long, and I think it's time for some consequences.
And now Megan's family is going to be suing the shit out of him. And good for them. I know Megan is pressing charges. I know hopefully by now, well, now he's been arrested. Otherwise, this video is obviously not going up. And so now, Wes is dealing with several civil lawsuits. He's being sued by his ex-wife, Valerie. He's also being sued by the 7-foot monster. Might be going to prison for a very long time for the fight that he had in the gym with the 7-foot monster. And now Megan is going to be suing him as well. And good for her. Thank God, because this guy just thinks he's above everyone, above the law. And the way he speaks to people is absolutely awful. Not even just speaks to people. Obviously, putting hands on her was terrible. But she has been dealing with this, verbal abuse since the beginning of their relationship. So now to the little gossipy bits. So you guys probably remember when Wes gave Megan all that money. I believe it was for Valentine's Day, if I'm not mistaken. Well, he took all that money back. Surprise, surprise. I'm sure, none of us saw that coming. It's not like Wes does this all the time. It's not like he didn't do this to Gabby or Angie or any of his ex-girlfriends or wives. He is known to give women gifts and then take them back. And as for the proposal, yes, it was done all for social media. And I know you guys want to know about the ring. The ring was real, you guys, but here's the kicker. It was rented. Yes, the ring was rented. Wes rented out the ring to do this whole internet proposal bullshit and then had to give it back. He had to give the ring back because it was rented. So the place that he got it from now has it. I don't know where the hell he got that fucking ugly ass ring from, but they have it back now. So the ring is safe. But you guys, what the hell is going on here? I mean, I know Wes is gacked out. I know he's not doing well. He's on drugs, but coming from somebody who has been on drugs themselves and has been with guys, exes in the past who have also been on drugs, that is not an excuse, okay? There is absolutely no excuse for treating people the way Wes does or talking to people the way he does. This is something beyond. This is, I don't know if it's narcissism. I know that word gets thrown around a lot, but there's no, he's a psychopath, an absolute psychopath. I mean, you guys, the way he talks to people, the way he pushes people to their absolute limits and, makes them essentially go crazy. And then if that doesn't work, he will lay hands on people, even if they're women, or get people to beat other people up. It's just, this is not normal behavior. Everything that he has put himself through within the past year, it just is getting worse and worse. It's just all come to a head now. And I think he is going to be arrested and he's not going to be getting out until he goes to prison. So, sorry to bring this horrible news to all you guys. I know I have been dealing with this all day and it's been really heavy. It's been really heavy and I'm not even the one in this situation. I'm not going through this myself and it's been awful. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please like this video and consider subscribing and take care. I'll see you guys next time.
The wedding going to be, I don't know, ask her. I think it's probably still on, but I could be confused about this. Always. I will always have love for her. She's welcome back anytime. She's loved. She's amazing. And the fact is that I understand. I understand fully that me having a lot of options and the way my lifestyle is fucked up for most people who aren't used to it. The fact is that you guys need to realize that when a man has a lot of options, but he chooses not to exercise them, that means he's loyal. He's had a lot of options, but he chooses not to exercise them, so that's a loyal man. A man who has no options, he's not loyal. He just got what he can. I can do whatever the fuck I want, but I chose that. It's way better. So the point is every time I'm with someone, it's because I chose them. And there's 15 to 16 to 17 to 56 other girls that are why did you choose that person? Understand this. Is Tootsie's open or Gold Rush?